Hey, this is Uri Man at the Uri Man Show. We're here at Lagomar Live in Texas City, and I'm joined by superstar R&B singer Sunshine Anderson. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You just performed here at Lagomar Live in front of a huge audience of thousands of people. And what's your impression of the venue being at Lagomar?
This venue is crazy. Like, this is so beautiful. What do you call this? Is this a pool?
This is a giant lagoon, so it holds 24 million gallons of water. It's open to the public, and the general public came today to see you.
It is so large and so beautiful, and I'm sure when the sun is out, it's even more absolutely amazing. But this is a wonderful venue, exquisite for today.
Well, thanks for coming. So you've been on tour for over 20 years. You've seen what's your favorite tour? Which tour was the favorite that you did?
I guess my favorite tour, I have to say my favorite tour was my very first tour. I was on the TP2 tour with R. Kelly. My very first tour, right out the box. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much. Every night we would run out to watch him perform the show as if we hadn't seen it the night before. It was just a great learning experience. And it kind of set the stage for me for how I'm supposed to show up on stage. So yeah, that was my best tour.
That's amazing. I actually read somewhere that you were discovered singing in a cafeteria. Is that true?
Cafeteria in the lunch line at my college, North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina.
So what, somebody heard you singing and
one of the alphas heard me singing, heard me humming Layla Hathaway, Baby Don't Cry.
Right.
And he was like, I got somebody you should meet. And I was like, I've been through that before. Mike City came to the college because he had already graduated. He listened to me sing. He said, if you dope, you can sing it again. And I sang it again, and it's been history, 23 years.
Wow, amazing. And so you've written some fantastic songs. They've hit the charts. They've been at the top of the R&B charts. Tell me, what is the process? How does Sunshine Anderson go about writing a song? Where does it start?
I personally, right off of my personal experiences, when I'm going through how I feel, I let the music determine what we're going to talk about, if that makes sense. Some beats are really, up tempo, and that's not a sad love song,
right?
Not a up. So I let the beat kind of tell me what we're going to talk about, and then I kind of tailor the beat how I feel, how it makes me feel to what I'm going to talk about. So yeah,
you have a fantastic following, but I've noticed that it transcends different generations. There are people our age, people who are younger, who are really attracted to your music. How do you explain that? What is it about your music?
So, when I was younger, and of course when you were younger too, we got to learn the greats because our parents played them.
Right.
The Stevie Wonders, the Elvis Presleys, the Shaka Khans, our parents played them. And so I'll be 50 in a couple of months.
Me too, by the way. Don't tell anybody.
I'll be 50 in a couple of months.
We're both Geminis.
Yeah. And I think that, so my generation's parents, they play it for their children,
right?
And so I meet them, out in the public, and they say, my mom and my aunties played this song forever, So, and then my one girlfriend is here with me today from Houston, and she said, my granddaughter is 10 years old, and I told her, do you know who that is? She sings that song, heard it all before. At 10, she knew what the song was. So it's still being played every day,
yes,
across the country, across the world, every day. And so I think it's relatable. It's a relatable subject. Heartbreak, every woman's been through some heartbreak. Men have been through heartbreak.
100%.
It goes both ways. So
yes.
I think that's why.
So you're a married woman, right?
I am a divorced woman.
Oh, you're divorced. I didn't know that. But I know that you've really been a big family person. I remember reading about how you started in music. You used to have date night with your father, listening to, what was it, the show that you
We watched Showtime at the Apollo.
Showtime at the Apollo?
And my dad worked third shift, so by the time he got home, it was just coming on at midnight. And
how old were you then when you were watching the show?
Gosh, third, fourth grade,
right?
Third, fourth grade, and I would wait up. We were the night owls, and we was a thing between us because mom could never hang, but me and dad were gonna be up. I was gonna wait for him to come in. So he said to me after I hit it big, I never knew all the time you were watching that show that you wanted to be on there. And I
did you know?
I knew.
You knew.
I always knew. I willed this. I knew that it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when. I used to say, they got Michael Jackson when he was 5. When are they coming?
Right.
Whoever they is. What's taking them so long?
When are they gonna find me?
When are they gonna come find me?
And it was in the cafeteria.
It was in the cafeteria.
Amazing. That is fantastic. So Now, what is the next step? Are you going to be working on a new album anytime soon? Are you too busy with other things?
If I'm completely honest,
I know the fans want a new album.
you know, like I told them when I got off stage just now, all you need is one.
Right.
You know, sometimes all you need is one song.
Yeah.
You know, all you need is that one thing, you know, that is gonna that the people are gonna gravitate towards, and it can carry you on into the future. I love this, but it has taken its toll sometimes. You know,
It's hard work.
it's hard work. Not only that, I am what they call the #1 hit wonder.
Okay.
It's one song. You know, it's one song for 23 years. I had to learn how to make that my own. I had to learn how to, I had to learn what to do so it wouldn't sting when they said that one hit wonder. She's just a one hit wonder. You know, that stings. And I had to figure out a way for it not to sting. I had to figure out a way to embrace it.
How did you deal with that?
Well, it's hard to continue to chase something that hasn't always been so good to you, right? I think I did. I just embraced it. You can't beat me with the one thing that made me.
100%. I agree with that.
Beat me with the one thing that made me, you know. But it does take its toll. I've done some. I've created some singles over the years. The pandemic. The first song I performed tonight, "Level Up." That's my latest single. But I think I'm moving into speaking and coaching
Okay.
now.
Inspiring other people to be
Inspire
successful,
Other people.
to follow their dreams.
These women, they have been with me for 23 years, and I meet them behind stage and they are in tears. You helped me through a relationship, or you helped me, you know, get through. And I've been a voice for them for so long. I want them to stop crying.
Right.
I want us to move now to the next level of life, to the happiness, to the, you know, the self-love. And so it's time to move to the next thing for Sunshine.
Okay. And speaking of next things, you gave the ladies tonight some advice.
Yeah.
If a man takes you out to dinner and he wines you and dines you and shows you a good time, what did you say that you should do at the end?
You should pay the tip.
Pay the tip.
It's a small token of appreciation.
Wow.
Sometimes we as women are so self-absorbed. We put ourselves on the pedestal. We don't need y'all to put us on the pedestal. We put ourselves on the pedestal. And that's great. I hear a lot. You've heard a lot, Uri. A happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
That's not fair.
No.
That's not fair. I think that
There's got to be happiness on both sides.
I think that as women, we miss out on how much fun it is to nurture, to love, to care for, to take care of a man. I just do. I feel like that, you know, a lot of times we are just, oh, it's just all about me and he better do what I say. And, you know, I want to go here and I want that and I want to, but he exists too. You exist too.
100%.
You know, and I personally enjoy, you know, buying gifts or, yeah, being able to slide the waitress the tip, you know, or being able to pay the check. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that that's so feminine.
I would agree with you, and it's very rare, by the way.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. But you know, it's time that we you have to give back at some point. You just can't take. You have to love your man. You know what I mean? And so maybe it's because I'm single.
Oh, are you dating? Are you dating anybody?
I'm dating, but that's a struggle.
So if somebody wants to take you out, where should they reach out to you? On Instagram?
You know, you can
Can they
me on my
they can-
Instagram at I
Oh.
am Sunshine Anderson.
I am Sunshine Anderson. Okay. That's where they can reach you.
Those DMs are interesting.
Oh, I bet.
You know, DM me, but say it right. You know, say it right. These guys today, they don't know exactly we don't know how to communicate with each other sometimes. We need to learn how to communicate better, you know.
Well, I appreciate
say
it.
it right.
You've been given some great advice, and we've been lucky to have you, Sunshine Anderson, a superstar in R&B, right here at Lagomar.
Yes.
Thanks for being on the Uri Man Show tonight
Yes.
at the Lagoon Fest, Texas,
Yes,
and
sir.
thanks for coming tonight.
Big Texas energy. I love it here.
Great.
Thank you for having me.